Yes, ladies and gents, I will be going to Japan a lot sooner than anyone or I could have anticipated. I will be going in just 3 weeks from now, and hopefully I'll be more fit and more ready. Yeah, come on. Yeah. I can't even describe to you how happy I am because I have been wanting to do this for 10 years. And wow, sorry to give you a big scare there, but now I bet you're wondering, how was I able to do this? I will tell you how.
Turning Japanese, I think I'm turning Japanese, I really think so. Turning Japanese, I think I'm turning Japanese, I really think so.
I received an email from the following people here, several people actually. 2 years ago, for those of you who are my oldest fans, you may remember 2 years ago during Ranma 1/2 month, I did a video on 3 ways to help support the anime industry besides just buying the DVD. One was buying the DVD or downloading it legally from Funimation.com or from an official website outsource or whatever, or just stream it legally or just watch it on TV. And or even TiVo it or record it or whatever from TV. 2 was support their advertisers. So if you can't buy the anime, then at least if there's a Burger King commercial during Inuyasha, then go out to Burger King and tell them Inuyasha sent you. If you see an ad on Funimation's website, go buy that product. What's ironic is this? I just did that because I clicked on one of these side ads at one of the, actually no, it was that guy with the glasses.com, so I guess hopefully I gave him some money there. And that's what I did. There was a little ad on the side of one of the anime websites, maybe it's Funimation, I don't know who it was, for Travelocity, and that's how this happened. Well, the third thing I mentioned on that Ranma 1/2 video I filmed 2 years ago, and unfortunately that film is destroyed. It is gone. I told you my backup hard drive crashed, and YouTube deleted my old account, so I lost that video forever, so it's not like I can re-upload it. But I gave you guys advice that one of my jobs that I'm sadly no longer with, I'm with an affiliate that's similar, which is where I got some of my mutual funds, but I took a job for a while in 2009. It didn't go anywhere, but I'm still so glad I went there because they changed my life for the better. I learned more from these guys than I did all my years in college. College was an absolute waste of time for me, an absolute waste of money. Just a bunch of college professors telling me, we got to save the earth. Today we're going to learn about the life of the squirrel and why you should care. Teacher, how's this going to help me get a job? And so on. And I was broke, absolutely broke, when I went to these guys. And they gave me financial advice and whatnot. Free financial advice, actually. And I says I don't have a lot of money stacked up. How do I start? I told you guys years ago I used to have a gambling problem. Like every paycheck I'd get, I'd just race over to Nevada, my old home state, rapidly. So I was not very good with money until 2006. I realized I have to get my finances organized. So I finally quit the gambling thing and I got my finances a little more organized. But I still I wanted to save for something. So in 2009, that job taught me a trick. They gave me a challenge. And this is the same thing I would do to you. I give you a challenge to save $2 a day every day for as long as you can. Now, I gave you guys that advice in October 2009 to save $2 a day for a month. And that's about, all right, there's 30 days in a month, right? So that's $60 right there. $60. And my original suggestion was to go buy anime with it. And for a long time I felt I didn't get any responses from that. I didn't even get a comment, so I figured that was a video that was wasted. How ironic that be 2 years later is when I finally get responses on that, and the responses were several. Sashomaru, 20, I forgot your number. Oh my gosh, this other guy, I forgot your name, I'll probably put it right here. Several other people who told me, who vid response to me, that they saved their money with $2 a day every day, and one guy bought the entire Sailor Moon series. One guy bought a bunch of Inuyasha. Another guy saved up to buy a new computer. and so on. And they're like, gee, man, thanks, that was so easy. Just saving $2 a day, man, every day. It's so cool. Yeah, it's surprisingly easy. 8 quarters, 20 dimes. And since one of my jobs involves tips, that was really easy for me to do. So even if you can't get $2 a day, then at least save $14 a week. You know what I'm saying? Now, I decided to do this for as long. Here's what happened. When you save like crazy, you start to hold on to that money. Like when I got to my $60, my instinct was to spend it. Then I was, no, I'm going to hang on to it a little bit longer. A couple of months later, it turned into $200. Like, oh wow, yeah, I'm going to hang on to this a little bit longer. Then by October of 2009, it turned into $500. Like, wow, this is pretty cool. Then some problems came up. I needed car repairs. And I didn't want to use the money out of my checking account because that's for bills. Well, what do you know? I had some extra money lying around, so I paid for my car repairs. And I still had a lot of money left over, and I still kept doing the $2 thing. Then some other things came up that I take some money out, but I made myself a promise. Any money I took out of the $2 savings, I put back in, plus a little interest. Long story short, last summer, I finally made it to $1,000 from saving $2 a day. And only a couple of times I take money out of it to help pay for like a car repair or something for an emergency, and I did put it back, which surprised me. I mean, this was a big challenge to me, but more than just the $2, guess what else I did? I saved up in my other accounts too. I saved up in my savings account, my official savings account, and another account, and so on. And I was stunned with how much money I was saving all of a sudden when just 5 years ago I'd race off to Nevada and play blackjack or 3-card poker on the instinct. And I didn't completely give up gambling. I went to Reno last October and I won. I won $110. I came back $110 ahead because I was so careful. But what shocks me is that's still the last time I ever gambled. Well, for those of you who think saving $2 a day every day is an absolute waste, and that's such a stupid, what could you possibly buy with that? Oh, nothing. Just round-trip plane tickets and a 3 to 4 night stay in a 5-star hotel in Tokyo, Japan. And you want to hear something crazy? You want to hear something crazy? I still have another $500 or so left over in spending money. That is how much, and I know you're saying that's crazy. I'm still doing the $2 a day thing out of habit. I've made it such a habit. I do it automatic. I have so much money. I had enough money to buy plane tickets to Japan, the hotel, the flight back. I just need to buy the train tickets, souvenirs, and food, and breakfast is included. This was from the $2 a day challenge, and I gave you this challenge. And I mean this, anything is possible. It's just like in Back to the Future. If you set your mind to it, you can accomplish anything. I started to sound optimistic here, but I was really feeling down 2 years ago. If Jeremiah is watching, he's my old boss from World Financial. I'm sorry I let you down. Because obviously I'm not with that company anymore. But he taught me the $2 trick. Now, he wanted me to invest in their company with that money, obviously, and I ended up investing in another company because it was a lot cheaper, and I liked the stocks were better. But the point is this. I learned a lot, and I want to share with what I learned with my YouTube audience, because let's face it, otakus have this reputation for, being at home all the time, not being smart with their money and so on, and it's kind of true. Our generation is not very smart with money. So besides spending that money on anime, save it for a really big goal. Oh, guess what else I did with the $2? I had enough money left over to help make a down payment for a new computer. If you're watching this, I edited this on a new computer that I helped pay for with the $2 a day thing. So the exact date I started the $2 savings when, like March or May of 2009, And I reached my goal like last fall. I could have bought the plane tickets last summer, but I decided to keep going. So I'm not going to tell you exactly what I made it to, but I made it to enough to buy plane tickets, hotel, and still have enough money to make a down payment on a new computer and enough money for spending money in Japan. And here's the crazy part. Not $1 has come out of my regular checking account. Not $1 is coming out of my regular savings account. So I can still pay for my apartment and not worry when I come back, oh, am I going to pay the bills on time? Am I going to make my car payment on time? I don't have to worry about that because it's going to be there when I get back. So I could spend all the money in Japan and still come back and there'll still be my other checking and savings accounts waiting for me. And I guarantee you, I'm not going to take all that $2 and I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going with this and see what my next goal is going to be. I don't know. But this was a year and a half of me saving $2 a day. A year and a half. And that was with me taking some money out occasionally and putting it back in. So this is a good goal I gave you. And I'm so happy that Shomaru, and I'm so sorry for checking out your name because you're the reason I'm even making this video response. And to all you others who caught that video, if anybody downloaded that video, it was Ramen 1/2 month, I was wearing my Ramen shirt, and I was talking about saving $2 a day every day. Again, this is my challenge to you. $2 a day, that's $14 a week. That's $28 in 2 weeks. That is $60 every month, 30 days in a month. That's $120 in 2 months. That's $180 in 3 months. That is $360 in 6 months. That, in fact, I surpassed my goal because I actually got more money than I originally intended time-wise, because if I had a really good night, I'd put $2.50 or $3 in, or sometimes $5, sometimes $10 in, you know what I'm saying? And if I had a really bad night, I'd put $1.50 in, $1.80 in, as much as I could. And that built up over time. And now it is solid. In case you're wondering what I went through Travelocity.com. I haggled, by the way. I did not take their first offer. Their first offer, they want $1,500. I said, no. I typed that sucker. I also did research. I researched this for weeks and weeks and weeks. I changed the dates frequently. Like, if it was too expensive to go this week, I tried a different week and I noticed, oh, it's $200 cheaper, and so on. So I didn't take the first price. I negotiated everything online. So when you do spend, haggle. Do not take the first offer, all right? I'm not even kidding. I must have been on that Travelocity site for like 6 hours negotiating the right price, and then I got it down to $1,000. Well, so it's $1,100, including taxes and fees and all that jazz. $1,100 to go to Japan for 1 week. I know I'm not going to be there too long. I know there's a lot of people who've lived there for like a month or months, like Mars Girl did and so on. I just want to go for the sake of going, just so I can say I've been there. And I'm going to go to Tokyo, Akihabara, Shinjuku, Shinagawa, and if time, perhaps Tokyo Disneyland, Tokyo Sea Disneyland, they got one there. Not going to go to Hiroshima or anything like that. Definitely not going to go to Hiroshima and shout out, USA, USA, yeah, that's right. So yeah. And to answer some frequently asked questions, probably asking now, do I speak Japanese? Hai, so desu. Watashi no name wa Eren desu. Dozo yoroshiku. Watashi no Nihongo o hanashimasu. Oh no, watashi no Nihongo o skoshi hanashimasu. I would say, sumimasen, eigo ga wakarimasu ka? And so on. But the answer is this. I was like, sumimasen, anime o suki desu ka? Yes, I am going to Japan. This is confirmed. I got the plane tickets, hotel tickets. I got perfect timing too, because gas prices and jet prices went up. So I got it like a week before all this happened. So that was close. Vid response. Accept my challenge. Accept my $2 a day challenge, because I am ecstatic. Freaking ecstatic about this. So yeah. Now I'm getting a lot of emails about this. Tokyo Bill 156. Well, I guess I'll just have to ask when I get there.
You can do it! You can do it! You can do it! You can do it all night long!